What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Oleta Adams. Once again, big shout out to Kim for sharing this and much else, which we've only just started to go through in the slightest. And we're up to the tune, which I believe is the penultimate track, Don't Look Too Closely. It's interesting, it's a phrase that's often used sort of sarcastically, the idea of, you've been told, or the general consensus is that a certain situation or process is configured in a certain way, and the suggestion don't look too closely is like, maybe it's not really like that, but you're supposed to go along with it. Don't look too closely because you might actually find that there's serious problems with that notion. So at least in the context I've heard it often used, it's a bit dismissive. It's the idea of things are not what they've seemed, even though sometimes you just have to accept that and tolerate the disparity between concepts and reality. I suppose it could be a much more specific phrase, and I have no doubt it will be in some particular narrative. Though fair to say, like, a couple of the songs on here haven't been so much narratives, they've been the expressions of sentiments and so on. Now there's some other tunes that have very much been speaking to someone in particular, although I've been in a couple cases wrong in my assumption as to who that is. Nevertheless, I do wonder whether it will be more conceptual and general, where you can extrapolate it to any number of narratives, or whether it will be very, very specific to some aspect of Oleta's life, or a character she creates. So I'll stop talking, we'll listen to it. This is Oleta Adams. The tune is Don't Look Too Closely, and it's from the 1990 album Circle of One.
Look too closely, or you will see one of my secrets coming out of me.
Okay.
I try to hide the way I feel, but this love inside me is too much to say. Don't ask if you really don't want to know. Don't say you will if your heart keeps saying
like a live performance of this, there's probably a couple minutes left to go, and all sorts of vocal flares because it feels like she was still in her wheelhouse as it's fading. Yeah, that's cool, and I enjoy the jazzy rhythms. Again, there's been soul, sort of R&B flavors. There's been some different sonic atmospheres, but definitely jazz is a major component of this record. It feels like, and this is another one which felt not only jazzy but like instrumental. Maybe not quite the classic jazz club feel that one of the previous ones was, but definitely like I felt like I was watching her even as I'm listening. So she really does have a visual presence to her musical or sonic performance. So big shout out to her for that. And yeah, looking forward to the final tune of the album. Let's see what that is. Yeah, the next tune, oh, it's a remix. Oh, that's right. Kim did mention that the last tune, let me just make sure. But yeah, the next one is definitely a bonus tune, but now I'm wondering, yeah, see, this was a bonus tune too. She told me this. I do apologize. My brain is ever porous. But yeah, this is a track that is a bonus tune along with the Circle of One remix, which I will look forward to. So apparently Everything Must Change was the last actual track on the album. I love how these things come back to me. At least this one came back at the end of the video. You know how annoying it is when you finish a video and then you find a piece of information like, oh man, I just said something different from that, and it was 2 minutes ago, and now it's too late. And then you pin a comment, but you're going to get comments below. Oh, actually, it's this other thing. It's like, I know, I figured out after the fact, I know. But again, big shout out to Kim and others who do provide the information. It just sometimes gets past my cognitive defenses. In any case, I'll stop being a crazy person. I do, as I said, love the jazzy feel, and her vocals. Like there's a number of female artists I'm going through, including a couple who go into that jazzy territory on different songs. But she has a unique voice, and it's a special voice, and it's one that I hadn't heard for close to a month. Not quite, but it was like 3 weeks plus. So apologies to Kim and others who've been following this deep dive. Again, I'll try to get around to everything as much as I can, but inevitably most deep dives just have to wait a little bit longer now. So I'll do what I can, but I appreciate the patience. In any case, let me know what you think of this tune specifically. We'll be back for the Circle of One remix next time. I will see you then. Peace.